Hello, this is Simon Klein from TradeSmart on the 22nd of April 2018. Welcome to this week's episode of Where is the Dollar Going Next? Now what I'm going to do at the end of this episode is share with you an idea that may very well turn your trading around. So what I'd like you to do is listen all the way through to the end and write in the comments below feedback after you've heard the idea, whether it actually helped you with your trading. Anyway, as usual, what you see before you is the dollar index on the daily chart wound back to the end of the previous week. We said last week that if we were to stay below this supply zone, then it's likely we're going to move to this demand zone below. We also said that if we were able to go above this supply zone, then it's most likely we'll move to the top of the base. So let's take a look at how the market played out last week. So on Monday, the market stayed below the supply zone and moved down close to this demand zone below. On Tuesday, the market moved into the demand zone and bounced. On Wednesday, the market moved up to the supply zone and then sold off slightly. On Thursday, the market moved up deeper into the supply zone, making the odds more likely that it's going to break it. And then on Friday, the market actually did break above the supply zone and moved up to the top of the base as expected. So the question is this: what are the odds of where the dollar is likely to go next this week? Based on this time frame, if we are to move down from this supply zone and hold this demand zone, then we may turn to the upside again, and if we're able to go above and close above the supply zone above, then we're likely to continue moving to the supply zone above this. On the other hand, if we move to the downside and do not hold this demand zone, then we're likely to move down to the demand zone below. So let's take a look at the larger time frames. And again, it's exactly the same as we've said in previous weeks. We're basically basing on the weekly chart, and we've been basing for quite some time now. So if we are able to go above and close above the top of the base, then we're likely to move to the supply zone above. And if we're able to move down below and close below the bottom of the base, then we're likely to continue moving to the downside. And again, if we look at the monthly chart, you can see that we're being held by this supply becomes demand zone, but we're not able to move to the upside quite yet, even though it looks like the market wants to do that because we're in this demand zone. And what looks likely to happen is this: if we go above and close above the top of this bar, then it's likely we're going to retrace up to this supply zone above. On the other hand, if we're not able to hold this demand zone, then it's most likely we'll continue moving to the demand zone below. So these are the odds of where the dollar is likely to go next this week. And as promised, what I'm going to do now is share with you an idea that may help you with your trading going forward. So let me share this with you. This is what most traders do. They trade 100% of the time. They don't do any preparation. They don't do any follow-up and review. And what does that generally result in? Results in fear. Hopium, when you're hoping the market's going to do what you want it to do. And most of the time it doesn't do that. And you don't want to be in that mode. And frustration. And ultimately failure. So this is what pro traders do. They spend around a third of their time trading, a third of the time in preparation to trade, and then a third of the time following up and reviewing what they've actually done. And what does this result in? This results in confidence, consistency, and ultimately a higher probability of success. Everyone knows this saying: preparation equals confidence. If you want to trade with confidence, you have to make sure that you're prepared to trade before you trade. So what I'd like to share with you now is a way that you can join our weekly prep session, which is a recording of our session that we run every week before the market opens. We run this on Sunday, and it's available, the recording, every Sunday. And if you go to this link over here, and I'll leave a link below this video, whether you're watching it on my YouTube channel or my blog. The deadline's Monday the 23rd of April at midnight Eastern Time. You'll receive over 50% off the regular price. Now, we launched last month, and I'm going to offer the launch price again for a very limited time. So you can lock in now $47 a month, or if you want it on a yearly basis, $497 per year instead of $997 per year, or instead of $97 a month. And you can be grandfathered in and lock in this price forever. That's all for now. This is Simon Klein from TradeSmart. If you like this video, hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe at the end. Wishing you the best of luck with your trading this week.